This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Attack time! Eternal dedication! Take this!
I shall leave the agile ones to me.
Here I come!
In a bind?
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman hit!
Shockwave flash! All yours! Shockwave far enough! Burn it hell!
This one's mine!
Shockwave flash!
Use a healing tiger blade! Do it!
Can you take it?
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry distraction.
Shockwave
There's
flash!
still more to go!
Shockwave flash!
Begin!
Take this! Shockwave flash! Now! Shockwave flash!
I'm gone! By the power of the
Escape! Shockwave flash! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Take
Now! Take this!
the tough field!
Rising
This
Falcon!
one's mine!
Shockwave flash!
I'm gone!
No escape!
Going in! Radiant this one's
I'm
mine!
not done! I'm ready!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trail. I have a bad feeling about
You're
this.
mine! You're finished!
Only getting
Get
behind me!
Shockwave flash!
Now you see what I can do! Tiger blade! It's a duel of the arts!
Ignite!
Not on my watch!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you truly!
Shockwave flash!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line.
In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed walk.
Blade spear!
Ready to go!
Now!
Lunar corruption!
Here I come!
Lunar blast!
You're
I'm all
finished!
stuffed up!
Shockwave flash!
Gemini aqua! Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I need to be stronger.
I'll clear the way through.
I've got your back.
I'm gone!
Shockwave flash!
Radiant tiger blade!
Right here. I got you.
Hold on!
Airborne beast.
Not today!
Gemini
Shockwave
aqua!
flash! Here I come!
Art expert coming through!
Here I come!
Can't get out of this. An astral art?
That's my key!
In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed walk.
Rising Falcon! Shockwave flash!
Do it!
Shionne!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
My turn!
Can you
Do
take
it!
it?
Shockwave flash!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Shockwave flash! Eternal devastation! This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Laser spear!
Here I
Here's
come.
evil!
Eternal devastation! Shockwave flash! I'm not done!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
This one's mine!
Shockwave flash! Come one, come all! I'm ready! Blow them away! My turn!
Benediction light.
picked the wrong fight! Shockwave Flash!
Take this!
Take this! Eternal Devastation!
Shockwave Flash!
I'll face you!
Denied!
Take this! You're finished! Eternal Devastation! Shockwave Flash!
One more! Tiger Blade!
Crush!
Spirit Blade!
Now you see what I can do! Make it rain! Shionne!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
And thus our strength yet grows.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here?
We're in for a long slog with this one.
You're finished! Crush!
Here! Don't mind if I do!
Take this!
Tiger
Shockwave Flash!
Lightning!
Eternal Devastation! Shockwave Flash!
Primed and ready!
Take this! Shockwave Flash! Crush!
Glacier Spear!
Eat this!
Tiger Blade!
Shockwave Flash!
Make it rain!
Technique. How are your weapons holding up? That's not to give me any idea.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Let's talk in more pummeling.
Cut them apart in your
Make it
heart
rain!
content. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Face it!
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep. This one will be difficult to predict.
You're mine! Shockwave Flash!
On your knees. Ready and raring.
Shockwave Flash!
Hey,
Come and face me!
Arch Field!
Shockwave Flash!
Elusive deity!
It's on! Shockwave Flash!
Tiger Blade!
You're finished! Shockwave Flash! Eternal Devastation! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacier Spear!
No,
Here's
I can't.
evil!
Make it rain!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that.
Be difficult to predict.
It's over! You're mine! You're finished! Shockwave Flash! Eternal Devastation!
Debut performance! Here's evil!
Shockwave Flash!
Going in!
Ignite!
Tiger
You're
Blade!
mine! Shockwave Flash! Eternal Devastation!
Denied!
Shockwave Flash!
Lightning Meteor!
Where are you going?
It's too fast!
So with it, stand back. I'll trip it up.
Here I come! Shockwave Flash! Win!
Tiger Blade!
Rising fast!
Make it rain!
Move it! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that.
yes, my lady?
Let's refrain from losing. Human, actually. Not more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Eternal devastation!
Mega ray!
Not today! I'll face you. I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Resonate with the earth! Soaring light spear! On your
Tiger blade!
Soaring light spear!
Alright. Now where was
Crush!
Tiger blade!
Eternal
Make it
devastation!
right! Art expert coming through!
Deity!
That's it! I'm ready!
Here I come! It's over! Crush! No further!
Radiant pierce!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Make it right!
Chocolate elusive deity!
Mega ray!
Crush! Here I come! Elusive deity!
This one's
We managed to pull through.
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me!
Going in!
Blow away! Here I come! You're finished! Raining slash!
Searing
Take
blade!
this! Damn it! Blow away! You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger blade!
Raining slash!
Make it
Blow away!
right!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Now! Here I come!
Stalagmite!
Blow away! Strike! Not a chance!
On guard!
Blow away!
Ready! Spear! Here's the evil! This one's mine! Look sharp!
Blow away!
That's it!
Step back! This... It's all law!
I need something to eat.
Can't get out of this!
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I'm not done!
Do it! Shionne, astral energy! Full throttle!
Resonate with the earth!
My turn!
Tiger blade!
Rising Falcon! Take this! It's over!
Eruption!
Raining Splash! Shockwave Splash!
Tiger blade!
Come and face me! It's over! Double demon tag! It's over!
Going in. Skills in top form, art's working like a charm. Ha!
Someone seems rather pleased with herself.
Did you hear all of that?
Right here! I got it!
Take this! You're finished!
Annihilation!
I can carve through armor!
Right in your dream! One more!
Roll away!
Here, flame of fury! Burning!
Shockwave Splash!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Shockwave Splash!
Begin! Already getting started!
The enemy wields arc too.
You'll soon see about that!
Take this!
Here I come!
I'll heal you all!
No escape! Shockwave Splash! Eat dirt!
Healing circle!
Shockwave Splash! I'm ready! Outdoing! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
You're finished!
I never miss!
Shockwave
Going
Splash!
in!
I'm ready! I'm not done!
Frozen!
Hammer! My turn! Shockwave Splash!
Going in!
Rain Splash! You're finished!
Tiger blade! Annihilation!
Shadow Ray! In an instant! Impact Block! Not a chance! It's on!
Glacial
I'm
storm!
ready! In an instant! Impact Block!
Good to know my training's paying off.
And what, pray tell, does this training of yours entail?
Why? Interested in joining me?
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahagsar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Here.
This one's mine!
Elusive deity!
Tiger Blade! Mega Ray! This one's mine!
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Glacial Sea! This one's mine!
Resonate with the earth! Double beam effect! Take this!
Gemini Alpha!
Double beam effect!
Resonate with the earth! Time to shine!
Take this!
Flaming meteor!
Double beam effect! Now I can let loose!
Did you just heal me?
This one's mine!
I need you, remember?
Right.
Begin!
Tiger Blade! Water!
On your knees!
Going in! Hunting Radiant Hand! Here's a healing art! Tiger Blade!
This isn't looking good!
Flaming meteor!
Can't get out of this! Double beam effect! Begin!
Hammy! Flame Look sharp! Raise
Double beam effect!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shionne, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shionne!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shionne, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shionne was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nies, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shionne to rest. Hey.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no...
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danons and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danons rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionne has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you.
I'm Bayfon, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renan, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danons in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danons, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yes! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shionne said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danons we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danons here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shionne. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danins with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renin culture is like.
Even though the Renins destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
There's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say. I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shionne. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
With the
Dragon Dynamite! Not today!
Lunar corruption!
Take this!
Swallow dance!
If
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Radiant Pierce!
Radiant Flash! Take this!
Radiant Pierce!
Can you take it? Strike!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Radiant Flash!
Reload! I'm out! Back into the fray!
We turned the tables on it.
There are still more left!
Right? No time to hold back.
I never miss! Do it!
Jolene! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Now you see what I can do.
Here I come! Shockwave Flash!
Looks like it could be worth something.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Steering
You're mine! Blow away! You're being targeted!
These ones can run rings around us.
Deity!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly!
Shockwave Flash!
Prepare to be seized. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talk in more
Eat
duels!
this! My turn! Strike! Soaring Light Spear! Tear!
Hear me!
Here I come!
Fury!
Shockwave
Blazing
Flash!
spear! Here's evil!
Radiant Flash! Impressive, Jolene.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Or so they say. This calls for a celebratory drink.
Somehow, things are... Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but... frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shionne?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Maybe something's going on in the forest. I think Hoodle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here? It seems like a
Discourteous, aren't
You're
you?
mine! You're finished! Crumble!
Radiant? Anything normal is all mine!
Shoveling
If
flash!
it's in the sky, it's mine! Elusive deity! I'm all
Soaring light spear! It's over! Come and face me!
Can you take it?
Raining flash!
Prepare to be sealed on fleet of foot. Actually, backbound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing!
Raining flash! Blow away! Move escape! It's on! My turn!
Lunar corruption!
Raining
Lunar
flash!
blast!
Shockwave flash!
Things come to an end.
Shockwave flash! Elusive deity! I'm not done!
Here, do it! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Out of our way!
You're mine! With the earth. You're finished! There you apart! Air pressure! Armor won't save you! Shockwave flash!
Lunar corruption!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly!
Right spin! My turn! Front! House day!
Here, do it!
You're finished!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Not a chance!
No escape!
Elusive deity! I'm on it!
Magna ray!
Blew away!
Annihilation!
I'm on it! Flash! Talon hurricane! Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
Guess I misread the landing.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Here I come! Whirlwind snap! Still out! Take this! Eat this! Talon hurricane!
Here, let me help!
It can hide itself?
First aid!
Amazing!
Can you take it? Blow away! You with the stop! Here I come!
Armature coming through!
The picture of light! Eat this!
You picked the wrong fight! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
I'll cover
Take
you!
this!
Heal!
Blow away!
Talon hurricane!
Raining
Glacial
flash!
spear!
Blow
Here's the
away!
Here
evil!
we go again!
Freeze lancer!
Tempest!
Raining flash!
This death shall not
Dragon
be
Tail!
Raining
Dating
flash!
Wildtimer! I feel like me again.
Take this!
Oh, thank you! Elusive deity!
Blow away!
Dating Wildtimer! That's what I get. You're shooting too high.
That's it! Radiant
Now you see what I can do! Elusive deity!
evil!
Dating Wildtimer! The picture of flash!
Will this help? I'll heal you all!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Healing circle!
I'll end you!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Air pressure!
Resuscitation! I'll cover you!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Not done yet!
That right spot!
Here I come!
Into the
Blow
shadow!
away!
Talon
Raining
hurricane! There!
Blow away!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike!
Here's the
Begin!
healer!
Roll now!
First aid!
I'm not done!
Begin!
Radiant heal! I'm out of ammo!
You picked the wrong fight!
Healing circle!
That's the spot! Air
Back
pressure!
into the fray!
Nothing gets by me.
Lightning! Downfall!
Soaring Light Spear!
I'll fix you up!
Air pressure!
I'll fix you up!
Wind!
Talon sword! Resonate with the earth! Now I'm in the groove!
I'm not
The
done!
enemy wields armor too.
We'll soon see about that!
There! I'm ready! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! This should make for some good weapon crafting material. There's something in the water. Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shionne's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? That unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shionne's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the lords, can wield them. They nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shionne can use theirs?
That may be because Shionne has embedded the Fire Master core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Huda lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah, more than okay, really. It feels natural having Hoodle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh, I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shionne is the big sister, and Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hoodle for a bit. Good night. Another day, another Gald.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Take this! Forehead drive! You're finished! That freaking does it! Blew away!
Lunar blast!
Hurricane fire! Tear!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
Blew away! Severing wing! Take this! Eat this! I'll fix you! That freaking does it!
I'm all stuffed up!
No further!
Magna Ray!
Here I come! Severing wing! Hurricane thrust! Tear! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Radiant light! Spirit flame!
Here I come! Shockwave flash! Elusive deity!
Lunar pollution!
Blew away!
Lunar blast! Back into the
Take
target!
my just getting
Annihilation!
Eat this! Shockwave flash!
Lunar
Blew away!
pollution!
I'll face you!
Lunar blast!
Take this! Blew away!
What in the world?
Dohalim!
I'm alright. I'm still standing.
I'll pick you up!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
You clamor for my true power?
Here I come!
Here, let me help.
Blow away!
Resonate with the earth!
Ignite!
The last mine.
Try harder!
Here's a healing art. First aid.
Okay, here I go.
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
No complaints here!
Blow away! Radiant blast! Blow away!
No further!
Did you just heal me?
Yes,
Here I come!
I need you, remember?
Right.
How's this?
Shockwave slap!
Lunar direction.
Hurricane thrust!
Far enough. Magna ray. Rolling the flash.
Strike!
Challenge storm.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Ha! Blow away!
Begin!
Radiant blast!
Now you see what I can do!
Radiant blast!
I'm on!
I'll heal you.
You're mine!
Do it.
Blow away! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
We can really make weapons with this?
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shionne in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this?